Hi, I'm Sophie, and this is my final project. I decided to do the converse of the isosceles triangle conjecture and the distance formula. So we're going to start with the converse of the isosceles triangle conjecture, which says that if the two base angles of a triangle are congruent, that the triangle has to be isosceles. So I set about proving this with a two-column proof, and I started off I'm gonna see if I can annotate. Oh, I think I can. Yeah, I can. Okay, so I started off by saying that as this was a given, angle S is congruent to angle C. I decided to construct the angle bisector of angle I because every angle has one bisector, and said that IO is congruent to IO because of the reflexive property. And then I said angle CIO is congruent to angle SIO, and that is just because of the definition of a bisector. Add a little thingy. And then I concluded that triangle ICO is congruent to triangle ISO by ASA. And then I said that line IC is congruent to line IS, and that's just because of CPCTC. Okay, so by the definition of an isosceles triangle, that two sides are congruent, which we proved, and then the opposite angles of those sides, so the base angles, are also congruent, triangle ICS is isosceles. Okay, so the distance formula. What is the distance formula? So the distance formula is AB equals the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y1 or y2 minus y1 squared. I didn't know how to do the line above these for the square root, but it's supposed to be there. So the distance formula actually just uses the Pythagorean theorem. So how does it do this, you ask? The Pythagorean theorem is c squared equals a squared plus b squared. So if 2 points are placed on a coordinate map, you can then draw in the lines that make it a right-angled triangle, and those 2 points become 2 of the corners. From there, c squared just becomes the length of the hypotenuse, or, a distance. So you can solve this using the Pythagorean theorem to solve for the distance between these 2 points, or the length of c. I found that it adheres to the Pythagorean theorem, as you can just basically replace this with A, that with B. Yeah, I hope that was sufficient, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.